Hi everyone, it's John from What Up. Welcome back to another video. I want to say before we start that the channel has been growing quite rapidly. I'm not quite 4 months old yet here, and I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers, which was my goal. So I've decided I'm going to run a contest. In this contest, it's pretty simple. The way to be entered in it is to be a subscriber to the channel. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so, and leave a comment on this video or my next video that's coming out this weekend. So this one or my next video. So make sure you're a subscriber and you comment. If you do that, you'll be entered into a draw to win one of these sweet What Up t-shirts and the What Upper bottle. So we've all seen the cast and crew with their water bottles on set, and they do the hashtag WOTER bottle, WOTERBOTTLE. Well, this one's the What Upper bottle. Now, they are going to be really limited edition because I don't do this for money. I don't have a store. I don't have a Patreon, nor do I plan on really ever starting any of that stuff. Because I'm doing this for fun. I really enjoy this. So my wife was kind enough to make these things for me, so I could have them because I run the channel, and she made a couple extra for me to give out to you guys as well, as a thank you for reaching my goal. So I will send up the t-shirt and the water bottle. It's one prize, both of them together, to someone who comments on this video that subscribed, or the next video as well. Now, if I don't hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of that video, it'll carry over to a third video, but I will include these videos in that too. And if you don't really have much to say about the video itself, or you can't think of anything, just write in hashtag WhatUpperBottle down below. That's enough of a comment for me to enter you in the draw. All right, with the contest out of the way, I do want to talk about something a little more serious. We had a leaked production still. Now, this video is going to be about that still, what I think it is, and we're going to talk about it, and I'm going to show it a little bit closer. Now, to be fair, you've all clicked in the video, so you've seen the thumbnail already, which was a smaller version of this image. But I do understand that some people do not want anything spoiled from the show that isn't from Amazon themselves. They don't like leaks. They don't like any of these things. For you people that don't want to see that stuff, please, if you could, skip to the end of the video. At the end of the video, I feature my community section, and in that community section, I do a couple more Twitter of Time accounts. I promised I would do a few more every video, and I'm going to do that. And I'm also featuring an artist, Corey Lancel. Now, this artist, he's phenomenal. You wait till you see some of his art at the end of the video. It'll knock your socks off. He's really, really good. All right, with that out of the way, I do understand that some people don't like spoilers. I get it. I'm not one of those people, though. I enjoy all of this stuff, all the behind-the-scenes stuff. I love all that stuff because I think seeing the journey enriches the end product. That's my personal opinion. So I do understand if that's not your viewpoint. However, I didn't really have to think long or hard about making this video because once the image was released, it's out there. It's all over the internet, and it's never going away. Once things hit the net, it's there. So my terrible pictures when I first started Facebook 20 years ago, they're still out there and around, and they're terrible, but you know, they're not getting scrubbed anytime soon. So, spoiler warning. Before we start the video, I do want to let you know that I'm going to be featuring the production still that has been leaked. I will be talking about it and where I think it fits into the story. If you think this will ruin any aspect of the show or your enjoyment of the books, please click to the end of the video where you can take a look at my community section. I'm going to leave a time tag down in the description box so you know where to click to. Okay, so here is the still. It's blown up a little bit here, cleaned up just a bit, and wow. That's all I can say. This is potentially our first look at Rand and Matt. I'm not saying it is 100% them because it is grainy and kind of unfocused and stuff, but if you look at it, it's you know, pretty much it's Rand and Matt. Now, there are a ton of theories as to where this image fits in and what it could possibly be about. I'm excited because it's the first time we get to see them in costume and on set because it is a set picture. It's a leaked production still. Narg from the Daily Trolloc did leak this to Twitter and to his Reddit. Thank you very much for that, Narg. I know you've taken some flack for it, but don't listen to them. It is what it is. It's out there now, and if you didn't leak it, someone else would have. So, in this particular picture, there's been all kinds of speculation of what it could be over, and what do I think? Well, some of the big theories right now are, I've heard it's the Ways. They're in the Ways. I'm gonna debunk that one immediately. There's no way this is in the ways because it looks nothing like how the ways are described in the books. Some people are fairly adamant they think that's what it is. I don't think that at all. Another one is they think that it could be possibly, they're in Shader Logoth and they're walking around in there, and this is where Matt finds the dagger. I don't believe that's the case either because, if you look at Shader Logoth in the books, it's a very big, very grandiose city. It's got all kinds of cool stuff. Yes, the similarities would be here. This is a night shot, and it does seem kind of foggy or grainy, but I don't think that's the case either because it's not grandiose enough. It's not cool enough. There's not enough spires and pillars and stuff in the background. Now, the third theory that I've read, and this is the one that I thought of as well, you take a look at this picture here, and you notice the buildings in the background. They have the same roofs as the leaked village that we've seen earlier. So I did a video just before Christmas on a bunch of images that were leaked of possible set pictures. Now these were from hikers and people wandering around the area. They weren't leaked by Amazon or Cast Crew or anything like that. These are people taking pictures of things from farther away. These houses in the background here look very similar to the houses in that mock village they had. Now I had speculated in that video I had done, and I'm going to leave a link to that video at the end of this as a card so you can go back and watch that video, that this particular village could be Four Kings or any other generic village that they're going to use on the way to Camelin or within the Wheel of Time. It could just be a mock-up. But I specifically said Four Kings. Now this picture, I think, leads a lot of credence to that theory because if you look at it, it's nighttime. They're in front of a couple of the houses that look just like that. It's very foggy. Rand and Matt look very stunned. Matt especially looks super stunned, kind of wandering towards the camera. Now we know during the sequence in Four Kings, they were locked in a storeroom. They kind of hauled on the bars a bit. They couldn't get out. They were going to be robbed. And then all of a sudden lightning hit the inn and kind of blew everything apart. Now this looks to me like it could possibly be a scene just after that happens. Lightning's hit and blown the inn apart. You see debris in this picture. You see a lot of haze and smoke like it would be at night when something had happened. And they're walking stunned towards the camera. I personally think, and I say this in all my videos, if I had to put money on it, I'd be a poor man if I actually made all these bets because I lose most of them. But I think that this is a scene right after the inn was struck. They've picked themselves up out of the rubble, and they're wandering out towards the center of town. That's what I think. Now with my theory out of the way where it is, what do we have here? Well, we have Matt and Rand in costume. And you can see Rand, he has a sword at his side, and he looks very comfortable carrying it, which is fantastic because in the books he has that comfort from day one. And Matt is sporting the beard that everybody seems to hate. Now, in the books, they don't really describe Matt as shaving every day or being super clean shaven or anything like that until later on when he has his manservant do that stuff for him. It's not a big stretch to think that they're on the road, they're living rough, they're not exactly, in a spot every night where they have a bath and shave and get all, cleaned up and whatnot. It's not a big stretch to say that he's going to have a beard. I know there's a lot of the people out there that just hate Matt's beard. They just hate it. But I think it makes a lot of sense. I love the disheveled hair. I love the way he's dressed. He's not exactly, super clean cut. It's Matt. He's all rumpled. He's always rumpled in the books. And they have Rand in the background. And I think that the pose that Rand's striking as he's walking towards the camera is something we're going to see quite often. He's confident. And he just looks like Rand. He really does. To me, it's awesome. Even in this grainy, low quality, badly rendered production still that was leaked, this looks amazing, and I'm really excited to see these two interact on screen. Now, I have said it a number of times that neither one of these are my favorite character in the books. Farron Mathwin, of the Brown Asha is my favorite character, and I can't wait to see her. But if I had to pick a second favorite character that I really want to see on the screen, it's going to be Matt. Matt was done so well in the books, and I can't wait to see Barney bring him to life. So if you're watching this, Barney, or if you hear about this at all, I'm rooting for you, man. I really am, because I can't wait to see you do justice to Matt. All right, so now let's get on to my community section. Welcome to the community section of my video. We're going to go through a little bit of Twitter time first before we get to the featured artist today. Now, I have promised that I will show at least a couple of character accounts every video now because the response I had was overwhelming and I couldn't fit everybody in. So the first character account I'm going to feature is by Joan Albright. Now, Joan is a writer and editor over at dragonmount.com, and she contributed heavily to the recap project. So if you go to dragonmount.com and take a look at the recaps of the Wheel of Time novels, she did a lot of work for them there. She does two different character accounts on Twitter Time. The first one is at Wheel of Time Holidays. I'm going to read you a little blurb that she gave me about both accounts because, let's face it, I have a terrible memory. There's no way I'm memorizing any of this stuff. It's either off the cuff or read straight from my phone. All right. So, Wheel of Time Holidays, a Wheel of Time Twitter account which posts each day of the year, as well as marking feast days and notable events. Brought to you by the same author who dreamed up her second account, That Ashaman, a serial microfiction account chronicling the misadventures of an accidental Ashaman. Now, these character accounts and creator accounts are fantastic. They're a lot of fun to follow. They post all kinds of Wheel of Time content, and they do a little bit of RP too, so you'll see that going back and forth over Twitter Time. It's a lot of fun to watch. So join us over on Twitter, and you will be part of one of the best Wheel of Time communities I've ever been part of. Now, before we get to the second section of our creator or community section, I do want to ask you guys, if you like the video, please click the like button, and if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. It takes about 2 seconds to click that subscribe button and the notification bell, and leave a comment down below. Let me know how you think I'm doing. So how's the video, how's the channel doing, and any other comments that you may have. Also, if you're not subscribed, you're not entered in the contest when I do hit 1,000 subscribers to get that sweet What Upper bottle and that awesome What Up t-shirt. All right, let's get to the second section of our community section. The next artist we're going to feature is Corey Lancel. You're going to see some of his art flash by up here on the screen as we talk about him, and it's pretty awesome. So Corey Lancel is an illustrator, animator, and storyteller. He's creative director of an animation studio called Pulp Studios Incorporated. He's been creating Wheel of Time fan art since the cast news started coming out for the TV series. He is lovingly recreating these and engaging with the community around them. He's also a YouTube channel where he shares his art process videos and his passion for the creative journey. He's selling Wheel of Time prints on his Etsy store, and if you'd like to follow his creative journey and get 10% off his Etsy store, go to his Patreon page. You can also find him all over the internet. That's the little blurb he sent me. It's definitely better written than I could speak. So I've left links to all of his stores, his YouTube channel, his Twitter, everything about Corey down below in the description box. And I want to let you guys know that Corey is a fantastic artist. I mean, you can see by these prints going by here that he's really talented. Like they blew me away when I saw them. Like, I can barely draw stick figures, and this guy's killing it. So that's the end of our creator section. I do want to thank you all for sticking with me to the end of the video and seeing what other Wheel of Time creators we have out there and the things that are going on with them. It's really a pleasure that you guys are sending me this stuff and you want to be featured in these videos. It makes me feel pretty happy. So, I want to thank you all for watching, and here's to many more.